It's yours. Jurassic Park. It's your job to make it work. Just build the park and populate it with dinosaurs. Lots of dinosaurs. This will be the greatest theme park in the history of the world. Your job is to keep the park gates open. Prove to InGen that the park is viable and safe.
Code Red, this is Park Control. Raptor breakout in Sector 32. Code Red. Copy that, Control. I'm reading 6 visitors in Sector 32. Okay, let's repair that breach.
Oh, yes. You have a T-Rex. Don't forget, he's a hunter. Design it, build it, breed dinosaurs. It's yours. Jurassic Park.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Jack and I am yet another Let's Player here on YouTube. And we are stepping back into some familiar territory? Yeah, that's right. It's Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, released in 2003 for the PlayStation 2, Xbox and PC. This is the PlayStation 2 version because that is the version I own. Now, I already went through mission mode in celebration for the then upcoming Jurassic World Evolution. However, I thought this time, let's go back and let's do everything from the beginning. So we're going to redo mission mode, we're going to do exercises, we're going to do the main game, and when it's available, we're going to do Site B. Now, I feel it's best that we start with the exercises this time, just because they begin with the tutorials and where best to begin than with tutorials. So we begin with Welcome to Jurassic Park. Learn the basic controls. You would better be a fast learner. Trouble could be just around the corner. And I'm going to be doing my terrible impressions, but none of the voice actors really sound like the characters they're trying to impersonate. Anyway, so what does it matter? So yes, this is going to be a full playthrough, and it's going to be very interesting because this is my first time playing through this game for a number of years, and more importantly, the first time I am playing through the game after Jurassic World Evolution's release. So it's going to be very interesting to see which one is the better game. What does one do better than the other? Because there are a number of things that this game does do better than Evolution. There are a number of things that Evolution does better than this. So this is going to be very interesting. One thing that neither version does very well, though, are these loading times. Oh my god, both games have horrendous load times on PlayStation. PC, I'm sure, is not so bad, but on PlayStation, Xbox, no idea, but PlayStation, oh my god, they go on forever. In fact, I remember in the original bit I did for the mission mode, I actually showcased, I actually put the Metal Sonic's transformation from Sonic Heroes over this, and it still managed to seep into the following cutscene. It takes that long. That transformation, that goes on for like 50 seconds. And I still went into the next cutscene because it goes on for so long. You have hints on the loading screen, sure, but that is it. These loading screens go on forever. So anyway, here is our first park. There's absolutely no entrance whatsoever, so I don't know why all these buildings are here. Here we go. Hello, and welcome to Jurassic Park. My name is John Hammond. There's a lot to learn when it comes to running a park, so we better get straight to it. The first thing you will need to learn is how to get around the island. Let me show you now. Oh my god, they're telling us how to move a camera, in case you've never played a game before. Okay, Now you should try moving the camera. Our park help system will guide you at all times throughout this exercise. Oh no, this is so hard. I have to move a camera. Now you will need to learn how to rotate your point of view around. Watch me while I do it. Oh, however will I learn? Rotation lets you quickly scan the area around you and is an important control to become familiar with. So let's see if you can do it. My reading skills are terrible, by the way. This is going wonderfully. You will be flying around your park in no time. The final control you need to learn is zoom. Watch how I do it. In fairness though, I make fun of this, but the camera here is not quite as good as it is in Evolution, and it was weird going back to it. Zooming is very important when you need to get in to look when you need to get in close to look after your dinosaurs, visitors, and amenities. Try it yourself now. Zoom out, and there we go. You're a natural at this. It's like I've played a game before. Now that you've mastered the basics, I will hand you over to some of our fantastic staff to explain to you some of the other management features. Look, it's November 8th. Why are we still shooting fireworks outside world? Hi there, I'm Ray Arnold, Jurassic Park's Chief Administrator. I oversee the day-to-day running of Jurassic Park. The best way to travel around your park quickly is to use the island map. The island map gives you a complete overview of your island. You can see all your park features and your dinosaurs. Why don't you have a look at it now, and I will talk to you more when you're finished with it. So if you hit L3, and you can see the island all over here. So these big green things, these are our hatcheries. You can see our defenses. See the feeders. These little green dots, these are the herbivores, and then it's very faint. But there's one single red dot there, which the game is telling us is Tyrannosaurus. We also have mountains. That's nice. An important part of managing the park is being able to select your buildings and dinosaurs to keep track of their status. Why don't you search out the park's Triceratops and select her? You can use the island map's go-to command, or just search around the park yourself. Luckily, I know the Triceratops is in here. There you are! Hey, that was smooth. Let's try it one more time. This time, I want you to search out the park's massive carnivore, Tyrannosaurus, and select her. But first, hello. Oh, you're adorable. Really, you are adorable in this game. Why can't I'm trying to select the Triceratops, damn it. There you go. Ah! I mean, you have no eyes, and that's kind of scary, but other than that, I like you. You're adorable. There are also Dryosaurus here. You can hit L2. R2, I should say, and you can see all of your dinosaurs. There's our little Dryosaurus. Weirdly, despite being so much smaller, you actually do have eyes. And that's weird. Yeah. So that's the Dryosaurus. Lowest rated dinosaur in the game. And Evolution now is in it. And then in here we have Tyrannosaurus. Oh man, she is not looking very happy. When she was fine before I selected her. I think we better fast track your lessons along to the ranger. Good luck. Hi, I'm Robert Muldoon, Park Warden. I think you got to me in the nick of time. You are going to need to do something about that T-Rex and fast. You are going to need to find the ranger station to deal with the problem. You can select the park's buildings in a similar fashion to selecting dinosaurs. Hurry there now. It's on a rampage. Literally, it's just over here in the middle of nowhere. So select the building. Great, you've made it here. I think in the future I might need you to get here even faster. So I have added a go-to chopper function to your manager menu. This will get you to a chopper more quickly. Now that you are here, we are going to need you to get right into the thick of things and use the Ranger helicopter to bring that T-Rex under control. The Ranger helicopter has many functions, but for now we have enabled the sedate option, as that is what you will need to fix our current T-Rex problem. So it will automatically send you to the helicopter, and now we can fly the helicopter around. Because to move it, you're going to want to move the camera. Evolution would give this thing realistic helicopter controls, and that took so long to get used to. In the top left of the screen, you should see the helicopter's radar. Carnivores appear as red dots and herbivores as green. You better find that red dot and fly over to it. But if you hit select, you can see your objectives. There we go, we're almost done. I wonder what the last thing we have to do is. Now that you are close enough, enter shoot mode. Then you can zoom in and out. When you are comfortable with those controls, sedate that T-Rex with a shot from the tranquilizer gun. God, my reading is so awful. Why am I reading it this awful? Right. Well, it's eating the goat. Sometimes it can be done in one shot, other times it takes a number of shots. I mean, even then, I don't think it would ever actually go down until it finished that eating animation. There we go. And that's our mission done. Fantastic. The T-Rex is sleeping like a baby and the danger is past. I think that might do it for today's lesson. You might need to relax a bit before continuing. I look forward to working with you again in the future. You've done amazingly well. I think InGen made a smart decision hiring you. When you are ready, we can continue with your lessons. And that's our first mission. That was Welcome to Jurassic Park. There are 9 exercises in total. We have 4 tutorials and then we have 5 more advanced missions. So these are the quick and simple ones. So next up we have Dinosaur Origins. Learn how to find dinosaur DNA and then hatch an Acrocanthosaurus into your park. So that's our mission. We are going to learn how to create dinosaurs. No. We're going to learn how to play God. God, these lady screens, they go on forever. So you can read these out. No one likes a messy park. Make sure you hire plenty of cleaners and place trash cans along your paths. Ray Arnold oversees the cleaners, so I just thought, well, I may as well do the impersonation of Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, why not? We gotta make these things pass over somehow. Because for the first time in a while, I am doing this live. Sorry, I am doing this live, not post commentary. And one thing that it does benefit from being live is from being post is I can easily just cut all of this out. InGen is always watching your performance. Consult your quarterly performance report for feedback on your park. Although sometimes you just can't help it. Like, you can't help what they're going to tell you. Right, this time we actually do have a park entrance, and you can open up this park. This is a weird one, I'm telling you, in terms of what you can do around here. Hello and welcome. It's great to see that you're eager to learn about how to make Jurassic Park a success. I have a sixth sense when it comes to choosing people, and I can see that you have got the makings of an excellent manager. Let's get on with the tutorial. When it comes to running a park, your most important tool is the manager menu. This menu provides you with immediate access to all the elements of your park. Try using it now. So on PlayStation 2, hit the square button. And then you can select a variety of things. You have building stuff. Can't select all of them at the moment. Then you have your reports. You have your dinosaur stuff. You can go to the park entrance. You have your research. We're not going to need any of this stuff at the moment. You can go to your objectives. And that gives you an idea of what you're doing. Excellent. I can see you're going to do well in this job. Sometimes he just takes a while to say something. Come on. As park manager, you are likely to be very busy and difficult to reach at times. Your staff appreciate this and will contact you via the Jurassic Park mail system, so that you don't miss any important messages. I'll send you a test message now.
Message from John Hammond.
Thank you. Mail is a very convenient way to find out what's going on in Jurassic Park. Important mail will come with a go-to option, which allows you to immediately jump to the relevant part of your park. Don't forget to check your mail frequently. Well, now that we've mastered the basics, it's time to continue with your lessons. Your objective here is to learn how to create dinosaurs. So let's introduce our dinosaur experts who can take you through the whole process. Hello, my name is Alan Grant. I am responsible for overseeing your fossil hunting teams. It's my job to make sure that they follow your instructions and that all their discoveries are sent back to your laboratory. Yeah, he's nowhere near as a game. Alan and Ellie actually work for InGen in this game. Hi, I'm Henry Wu. I look nothing like P.D. Wong. I'm the laboratory manager here at InGen. I oversee the genetics lab. It's my job to extract the dinosaur DNA from your fossil discoveries. Hi, I'm Ellie Sattler, and you also look nothing like Laura Dern, and I'm in charge of taking care of your dinosaurs. It's my job to make sure that your star attractions stay happy and healthy. Let's start at the beginning of the process, the fossil hunt. InGen's technology needs dinosaur DNA so that you can create cloned dinosaurs. You can get dinosaur DNA from only two places, Mesozoic amber and dinosaur fossils. Your first step in making dinosaurs involves finding fossil materials and sending them back to the genetics lab. Let's give it a try. Your assignment here is to hatch an Acrocanthosaurus, a large Cretaceous carnivore. Your first task is to send a dig team out to look for fossils in amber from the manager menu. Select the dinosaurs option. You will find the fossil hunt listed. There, it ended in there. Now weirdly, when I first got here, the very first time I played this, I made a mistake and I started riding this helicopter. The thing is, if you do that, your objective disappears, and I never knew that I could hit the select button to bring up my objective screen. And I didn't really use any of this because I didn't know what it was. It's just the only simulator game I'd ever played, until Evolution actually. I don't really play these sorts of games. So let's head over to the fossil hunt. We can get more into what the rest of it does later on. Welcome to the fossil hunt. From here, you can access some of the richest fossil sites in the world. If you want to know which dinosaurs can be found at a dig site, you can always find out more about a location by selecting the info option. As you are going to make an Acrocanthosaurus, we have given you access to Hell Creek Site A. Now find this site on the satellite map and select it. Although weirdly, you can also go to the Flaming Cliffs. I don't know why this is here. There is no reason for this to be here. If you want to have a Homalocephale or a Gallimimus or Velociraptor, go ahead. You can open up your park when you have dinosaurs. You can get somewhat of a star rating, but because you can't actually build anything, you can only have two enclosures, and the Acrocanthosaurus needs to be left by itself. So you can't actually... And then the Velociraptors are going to eat everything else or get killed by the Torosaurus. So you're not going to get that far. But you can get a few stars. Good. You should now place a team at one of the available dig sites. Be aware that some dig sites are better than others. You should take advantage of the good sites earlier for faster results. Though sometimes it can't be helped because these can be random. So you come in a variety. You can have good, I think it goes good, average, mediocre, poor, and then exhausted. Even when it's exhausted, you can still find dinosaur remains, but not that many. Most of the time, will just say they found nothing. They also come in either mountain, plains, or occasionally rivers. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever. So let's just put all four of our teams in here. We don't need to go to the Flaming Cliffs for anything, and that should get our fossils in faster. They are guaranteed to always bring back Acrocanthosaurus for this, which is crazy because the highest rated dinosaur in a dig site is always the least likely one whose remains are going to be found. So it will take much longer to get Acrocanthosaurus normally. Nicely done. I'll send you a mail when the dig team uncovers some Acrocanthosaurus materials. In the meantime, I'll leave you in the care of Dr. Sattler. Hi, I know there's a lot to learn here, but if you just follow the steps, you should find it quite easy. Okay, there's no point in delaying any further. Let's make a dinosaur. InGen has made it as simple as possible to create a dinosaur, provided that you have enough DNA. You must have more than 50% of a species' DNA before you can make a dinosaur. Thankfully, InGen has provided us with some dinosaur DNA so that we can quickly start hatching dinosaurs. Let's check the dinosaur summary. Oh, really? It's been a long day. To see what DNA we have available. Let's go to our manager menu. And you can either view your dinosaur summary in here, or you can view it down here. Some of them do have multiple locations. This summary shows you everything you need to know about the dinosaurs in your park, including the amount of DNA that you possess. As you can see, we have more than 50% of Torosaurus DNA. If you're not sure what a Torosaurus is, then you can find out more by highlighting the dinosaur in the summary and selecting info. Try it now and return to the park. And also, we automatically have some Acrocanthosaurus DNA. So if we hit circle, this is the Dinopedia. It's basically your encyclopedia. It tells you everything you need to know. So when it comes to the dinosaurs, you have your rating, its size, when it lives, its diet. Herbivores, or most herbivores have a friend species they like to play with. Not all of them do. And the carnivores will have a favourite prey. The security fence requirements, and then you have facts. So in Torosaurus's case, it's a 2-star rated dinosaur. It's 8 meters long. It lived in the late Cretaceous period. One of the last dinosaurs, in fact, excluding birds. It was a herbivore. It's friends with Triceratops, and its security fencing requirements are low. It's not a dangerous dinosaur at all. This horned herbivore has the largest skull of any animal that has ever walked the earth. It feeds upon low-growing plants and lives in small herds. Its crest is used for defensive purposes, providing it with additional armor when attacked. Except the carnivores seem to pretty much be automatically attacked from behind, so it doesn't mean anything. It also can't fight back like Triceratops will. And then it just tells you everything you need to know here, so you can see all your dinosaurs. Popularities, oh poor Brachiosaurus, it gets no luck whatsoever. Their timeline, there's definitely a favourite when it comes to timing here. No Triassic whatsoever, no Triassic dinosaurs. Shows you a bit of their sizes. You can see all of the information you need about feeding. We can get way more into this when we actually get to the dinosaur. When we actually get to into the exercises and stuff, the proper ones. And then you have your exhibits. All of this, a guide to your species, your diseases, and how to run a park. Just for the sake of it, here's what we're making. Acrocanthosaurus. It's 4 stars, 13 meters. It was real. So some dinosaurs are a bit bigger here than they were in real life. It was a bit smaller than that. It's from the early Cretaceous. It's a carnivore. Favorite prey in this game is Parasaurolophus. It would have lived about 40 million years before Parasaurolophus, but there's nothing else that it would eat in the game. And it has high security requirements. This huge predator hunts large herbivores. Its tall spine is reinforced with muscle, giving it great strength. As one of the dominant predators of the early Cretaceous, it is well adapted to dry conditions. So yeah, that's Acrocanthosaurus. The next step is to build hatcheries. Jurassic Park hatcheries contain everything that is needed to grow a dinosaur from an egg to release size in 3 weeks. Building in Jurassic Park is very easy. All you need to do is go to the build menu and select the building type you're looking for. This will open up a menu which lists a range of special buildings. In this example, when you open up the build menu, you will find hatcheries listed under the dinosaur button. Before you place your hatchery, remember this. Hatcheries must be surrounded by security fencing, otherwise your dinosaurs will overrun your park. Please build 2 hatcheries, placing 1 hatchery in each of the enclosures. That's slightly misleading actually, because you can have your herbivores running around your park and nobody cares. They'll flee from Brachiosaurus. Of all the dinosaurs, the Brachiosaurus is the one they'll flee from. But other than that, they're perfectly fine with having the herbivores run around, but not the carnivores. Fantastic! Select one of your hatcheries and bring up the hatchery control panel. The species description said that Torosaurus lived in herds, so set the hatchery to produce 5 Torosaurus by highlighting 5 eggs. So select this.
How can I help?
We don't have like the Gallimimus or the Velociraptor or the Malacephalate, so Torosaurus it is. Make 5 of them, and then they'll gradually come out. Your dig team should find some Acrocanthosaurus DNA soon. When they have, head over to the genetics lab to learn about sequencing dinosaur DNA, and in the meantime, enjoy your Torosaurus population as they arrive.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Indeed. Ooh, they found amber. But because this is a tutorial, it's going to be Acrocanthosaurus. It won't be anything else. It won't give you... Well, we already have Torosaurus anyway, but it won't give you Torosaurus, it won't give you Parasaurolophus, it will give you Acrocanthosaurus, which is not actually from Hell Creek. Hell Creek is late Cretaceous. Acrocanthosaurus is from about 50 million years earlier. But there's nowhere else that you can get it from. So we're going to interrupt her, or we're going to hear Jane Powers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to announce the arrival of our newest dinosaur, Torosaurus. This feisty herbivore from Cretaceous, USA, will entertain everyone.
Indeed. Hello. You're not as interesting as the Triceratops, admittedly, but I still like you. Your frill looks a bit on the weird side, but this is also...
Great to see you again.
Also got to remember exactly what time we're dealing with here. Good to see you again. It looks like we've got some of the Acrocanthosaurus material you were chasing. If you want to make an Acrocanthosaurus, then you need to extract its DNA from the following remains. I guess it's programmed to not do that when you have amber? Anyway, that gave us that amber was enough. If you're going to exhibit dinosaurs, you need to make sure they have everything they need to survive in their enclosures. The Torosaurus look like they have a water source, but you need to give them some food. Jurassic Park dinosaurs cannot survive on natural food alone. They must eat from the food dispensers, or they will get sick and eventually die. Please produce one herbivore feeder in your Torosaurus enclosure. So you have two kinds of feeders, carnivore and herbivore. Carnivores produce living animals, herbivores produce bales. Great, those herbivores are starting to get hungry. You must ensure that your dinosaurs receive all the food and water they need, otherwise they will start to get stressed. Speaking of stress, herbivores always feel more reassured by seeing trees around them. You need to plant some trees in your Torosaurus exhibit. I mean, there's clearly trees everywhere. When you're planting trees on your island, you have two options. You can plant modern trees. These are cheap but contain poisons that can make dinosaurs sick. You can also plant paleo trees. These are expensive, but they are perfectly safe for dinosaurs. Place some trees in your Torosaurus enclosure to reduce the stress levels of these dinosaurs. Well, first then, let's change that. So we can make trees! Just place your trees everywhere, go nuts. Because why not? That'll do. If you're going to exhibit an Acrocanthosaurus, you will need to upgrade the security of your fences. You can do this by selecting the fence and choosing the upgrade option. So we select this fence, upgrade. And you can go one step further. We can research the higher fences for some reason. Excellent. All we need now is 50% Acrocanthosaurus DNA. Have you checked your dinosaur summary? Have you been back to the genetics lab and extracted more DNA? Well, yes, I did. I extracted some amber. That's all you need. It gives you plenty of DNA. You have 50% Acrocanthosaurus DNA now. Well done. You should head over to your second hatchery and hatch an Acrocanthosaurus.
Great to see you again.
There it is. This is how I was first introduced to Acrocanthosaurus, actually. Quite a few dinosaurs, in fact. It's basically, well, it's a Carcharodontosaur, which is like a big, beefed up Allosaur. When Allosaurus is in this game, Carcharodontosaurus is in this game. The large carnivores take the longest. Anyway, we don't need any more of that. Just wait for it to come out. Eventually. Like I said, they take the longest. Today, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to announce our newest arrival to Jurassic Park, the terrifying Acrocanthosaurus. Fans of dino carnage will not be disappointed by this predator.
Indeed. Big carnivores will get stressed not only because they get hungry and thirsty, but also because they need to hunt. Build a carnivore food dispenser for the Acrocanthosaurus. As soon as we take a look at it, you look awesome. You look terrifying. You look... Yeah, I mean, you have your spines are a bit on the low res side, but what can we do? It's PS2. The dinosaurs, for the most part, are still well modelled. So I want you to dispense a cow. Good. Now select the dispenser and set it to dispense cows. This small snack will keep the carnivore quiet for a while, but eventually it will want to hunt larger prey. Press dispense now and watch the carnivore feed.
How can I help?
Message from Dr. Grant.
Shut up, Dr. Grant. I don't need you anymore. I don't think we're actually going to see it feed. It's kind of walking in the wrong direction. Oh well. We have plenty more opportunities. We're going to be seeing Acrocanthosaurus plenty of times. Well done! You've completed this tutorial and now have a solid understanding of how to make and look after dinosaurs. Remember to consult the Dinopedia and game manual if you want more assistance. And that is how you play God. Alright, so that's what we're going to be seeing of Dr. Sattler and Dr. Grant for a while. So next up we're going to be looking about how to look after our guests. However, we shall do that next time. So I will see you guys